There we go. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It is not proud and it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. Good morning, collective. I am QUAN, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. No, it ain't. I have no cut cards. This is I have no cut cards. That's why I didn't tore down the sheet over here. All right? Because we're on the other side of the room right now. All right, let's go on and jump into it. So what I got here is just off the rip, I had no idea what I was going to read on today. And they said that there's some inheritance on somebody's dad's side of the family. And right now, in real time, somebody is trying to plot somebody's red rum. Somebody's literally trying to take somebody out right now in real time. And it's because of some inheritance on someone's dad's side of the family. And they're working with somebody in the military to pull this off and to get away with it. Okay? So, Holy Spirit, whatever this energy and messages that you're giving me, please channel through me these messages from my ancestors and guides of the highest vibration of love only. Please allow these messages to come through in the simplest form possible so as to be understood with perfect clarity by the intended hearer to put them on their highest path for their highest good. All right, let's get it. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages, please and thank you? The energies crowning this read right now. Okay. All right, so off the rip, I have great fortune. This has to do with the money. Okay, we know that. All right, somebody has great fortune. Okay. And somebody, I have prison here, but the prison did come in reverse. Okay. Somebody's in the military, I told you, and nerve gas came out. So clearly we know where the nerve gas came from. I have sad news here as well. Okay. So I have great fortune. I have prison in reverse. And then I have sad news. Okay. I have Truman Show here. So you might be somebody that might be in some kind of a staged community where everybody is a part of, one of these secret societies. And because you are in one of these communities where everybody's acting, even though that's coming apart, that's why I'm getting Truman Show. Or you're presently working with, or you're connected to and around a whole bunch of people that are not real people. They're Truman Show type people. Everybody knows what the Truman Show is, right? Somebody is connected to some people either in their home environment, in your community, or in your work environment. And those people are actors that are placed in your life, whether it's coworkers, whether it's friends or people in your community. Somebody is not real that's connected to you. That's why Truman Show is here. Okay. So it could be somebody that's in your life to monitor your health. It could be somebody, a secret hater, or somebody, it could be a monitoring spirit of some kind. Okay. All right, let's get these cards here. Child, if I could tell you how many people I've had in certain places, I'm not going into all that right now, that literally made it so obvious that they were, in the past I'm talking about, they were monitoring my health. Like, I don't know why you asking me about my damn health. Like, how you feeling anyway? Are you sick? And these demons, they so obvious with it. Demons don't have no kind of couth at all whatsoever. These demons, they just so obvious with it. They come up on you, and they like, how's your health? You don't feel sick at all? No temperature, nothing, the cough, nothing. Like literally out of nowhere. And do you want me to be sick? Do you want me? You understand? Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, loves. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages? Okay. All right. What are the messages? Be leery of anybody asking about your damn health that don't give a damn about you. Especially a perfect stranger. When they were spiritually attacking me with death spells trying to take me out, I had somebody that was connected to, when I had my process with customs in getting my container, right? And that person who took a bribe, was asking about my health. Like, how you doing today? Is anything going on with your health? And child, it took every bit of emotional restraint in me to remember I'm not in America. You gotta be careful. You gotta move different. You can't just say what you would normally say in a situation like that. Because out of nowhere, and I pulled cards on everybody. I already knew what was going on anyway. But he's like, "How's your health? Are you sick? Do you have fever or anything going on with you right now? You're not sick at all, not weak at all. Okay." And I'm like, you don't have no couth. You literally don't have no kind of couth at all whatsoever. If we were somewhere else, I'd have let you have it. Yeah, y'all. So I have fear. Service might be in the reverse. I don't know. I'm going to put it in the upright. I will clarify it anyway. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, child. Freedom, imagination, courage. Okay, I got 3 cards here. Freedom, imagination, and courage. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe somebody is about to be free from something. Maybe somebody's about to be free from some kind of oppression. I don't know if imagination is in the reverse or I have freedom here or in the upright, but that's why we're going to clarify these cards and find out exactly what's going on. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, please clarify when. Something's very sad here. Somebody is Korean in this reading as well. Okay. Somebody in this reading is Korean. Okay. That chakra prayer, you like that chakra prayer? I know that's right. You the commander. You got to say what you want to happen. Child, they was trying me this morning. I had to shut them down. They was trying me this morning. Trying to pull, right? First, they kept trying to pull from my root chakra. And I already closed my root chakra and my sacral. I have to, because I'm under constant, attack. And these mugs was doing spell work this morning, and I could feel my chakra slowly opening up. Like they were doing spell work to try to cause my chakra to reverse and open up so that they could literally, extract the energy out of it. So while they're doing that, I have to go and, anoint myself and literally pray against it. And then I have to cleanse whatever magic they're doing to try to open my chakra, and I have to close it again and still call my energy back. And then when that don't work, they move to my next chakra. They move to my sacral chakra, and they'll start working on that. That's why I never close one without the other. When I close my chakras, I close my root chakra and my sacral chakra both. Because I already know when they can't get in through my root, that's when they're going to start working on my sacral. And they usually don't go up any higher than that. They focus on my sacral and root chakra. because those are my money. Oh, you too? Yeah. Somebody put in one of my comments under my post, they were asking how to anoint yourself. Okay. If you have protection oil and you want to anoint yourself, the best place to anoint yourself is where your nerves branch out at. Okay. Because that's where most of your blood vessels are going to be. Okay. Where your nerves branch out at, and your chakra system is along the base of your spine, not the front, but the base. So if you're anointing your whole body, it's good to anoint yourself from the nape of your neck, okay, where your spine starts, all the way down to your tailbone. And then where your hips are and kidneys, take some oil and go and wipe it across there too. Now, you also might want to anoint, over your heart chakra in the front, okay? And you also, for your crown chakra, can pour a little oil in the top of your head. And then you can also anoint, of course, on your forehead for where your third eye is. Also, go all the way around to where your temples are and anoint yourself behind your earlobes too, okay? Anoint yourself on the hard part behind your earlobes, and where else was I? Because these are places where your skin is very thin and it's very highly absorbent. You understand? Anoint yourself in all those places behind your ears. Anoint your, your heart, and then your spine. And it's good if you could even rub your whole back with the oil, because that's where your most of your nerves are. Okay. I normally don't have to anoint my entire body. The main place is going to be where the major chakras are, along the base of my spine, across like my hip area, right? That whole area down there where the sacral and root chakra is. And then your heart, your throat, on top of your head, your forehead, and behind your ears. You can do as well, okay? For whoever that was asking about that. Okay. Fully cover yourself. There was a time when I used to have to, and I heard you could sleep with pink salt in your socks, but it's too hot for that. There was a time when they were attacking me so bad that they started trying to literally pull the energy from the bottom of my feet. And I had to literally anoint the bottom of my feet and go all the way up before I went to bed. And while I was anointing my feet, I would be closing down the portals and the chakras in the bottom of my feet. Okay. And that blocked them from pulling and extracting energy from the bottom of my feet. Because they couldn't pull it out of my sacral or root chakra, they started trying to put, this is about a year ago. They was pulling it from the bottom of my feet, and then they moved up to my calves, like the back of my calves. Those are portals right there too, okay? And then on the front of your thighs. That's why when they show those futuristic robots and things, they always have like something that looks like a target, a circular thing right there, because they're showing you where the portals on your body are. You understand? So yeah, I had to anoint at one time the bottom of my feet and close the chakras in my soles, in the middle of my foot, and at the top, because they started pulling my energy from that direction. I'm telling you. Clarify when. I want you to clarify when. Why is when here? Okay, so this will unfold in 4 to 6 months, and then something else is going to manifest down the line in the next few years. Okay? Sorry. Sometimes I hear stuff and it sounds like it's inside my gate, but it's actually outside. Okay. While you gave birth? Okay. I don't know. Did somebody give birth in the winter? Anything else? Did somebody give birth in the wintertime? That's it. That's what they want me to talk about. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get it started. Holy Divine Spirit, can you clarify prison? What is prison in reverse? Okay, the Emperor. Someone could be in Aries, or someone could just be an older man or woman. Someone could be a boss, figure. Someone could be in charge of something. The Four of Pentacles. What is the Four of Pentacles? This person might not be doing well financially, or they could be trying to hold on to you or hold somebody back. It looks like they were trying to steal something. So there's an older man or woman here that was trying to steal something from you with the Seven of Swords. And they were trying to create some kind of an illusion, whoever this Aries is or Emperor energy is. Okay. And why? Oh, they were trying to create an illusion. What's prison in reverse? But they're pulling back because it was a missed opportunity with someone they were working with here. Most likely just karmic energy here. Okay. Somebody is they're withdrawing an offer. Two of Cups reverse. Okay. Because they're in a mental imprisonment about something, and they don't want to go to prison is what I'm getting. Yeah. You're still moving forward. Somebody might have been trying to hold on to you. Okay. So somebody knows about somebody's inheritance money, and they were put up to possibly creating an illusion for you, maybe a catfish, and connecting to you in your life just long enough to create some kind of an illusion so that inheritance money can come to them. They were going to try to possibly finagle something in the court system, maybe do magic on you to make you seem like you're crazy. And then, well, I'm your husband, I'm going to take your money, or I'm your wife. It could be a man or a woman. Somebody was trying to create some kind of an illusion to connect themselves to you in order, because they know about some inheritance on your dad's side of the family. Maybe they were going to kill you if they were able to connect with you. But now they're pulling back with the Four of Pentacles because they're trying to stay out of prison. So I feel like somebody might have been pursuing you, but they realize that they can't force themselves on you. It might be someone that thought that they were going to force themselves on you. Okay. What is sad news? What is sad news, please, and thank you. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow, the Tower. So it's sad news to somebody that there is a Ten of Pentacles, which is this inheritance, and somebody's having a Tower. Okay. Somebody could be looking at some paperwork or documentation, okay, about how something could belong to you, or they're coming to you, and they were not able to get an illusion together in enough time. Okay. And tell me now about work. What is work? Okay. The Ace of Wands, the Star reverse. Someone could be an Aquarius, or someone might not be in alignment with something. They took action. Oh, an Aquarius might have taken some kind of action against or towards someone that's highly intuitive. Yeah. They might have been working with a younger person, could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, to do something that was unjust, unfair. The Six of Pentacles reverse. Okay. And they're drowning in their emotions now because they're trying to lie, be childish, gaslight, and manipulate somebody or everyone about something that they tried to get away with doing because they couldn't balance the situation. And with this World card here, it's over. Okay. Clarify fear. Why is fear here? Clarify why is fear here? Fear. Okay, this is that. So this could have been someone that was supposed to catfish you. But I'm getting that they couldn't because maybe you were not open to this person. If you can imagine someone sending someone towards you to try to catfish you, and the person that they send to catfish you, you're not attracted to. They're not your type. What are they going to do? Force you? Like, I'm here to catfish you. You better go on a date with me. You better let me be your man, or let me be your, I'm getting some weird energy here. It's like somebody was sending somebody to catfish you that you have no interest in at all whatsoever. You might not even be attracted to whoever this person is, and they can't get close to you. I'm getting that somebody wanted to like force you to give them a chance or something like that. And it's because they got some documentation and information about your inheritance. So they're like, choose me. I want to be with you, but they're doing it for your inheritance, and you're rejecting this person, and they're pulling back now. Because what I'm getting is they were going to try to force themselves on you, like become a bugaboo unless you accept their love bombing. But whoever you are, whether you're aware of this inheritance or not, I feel like you can see straight through this person. And I don't even think this is someone you're attracted to anyway. Okay. They could be any sign. Okay. It could be a man or a woman. Okay. Now the Emperor is Aries energy, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sag. But this could be a woman, and this can be an older woman. It can be an older man, whatever, you know. Okay. So fear, the spell work backfired. Yeah, somebody is still working with somebody to try to take you out doing spell work, and they're not getting the results that they're expecting. And of course they're not, because that's not your fate. Fate goes with the wheel and with the justice card. That's not your karma. You have good karma, whoever you are. Okay, clarify, why is service here? Why is somebody's backstabbed and betrayed, or someone might feel like someone backstabbed and betrayed them. Somebody might be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or this could be somebody with the Queen of Swords here. This could be somebody that is official. They might have to do things by the book, by the rules. Queen of Swords is somebody that studies the rule book and they enforce things. It could be a police officer, a judge, an accountant, a lawyer. It could be a lot of different things. But somebody's backstabbed and betrayed now. So what I'm getting is somebody could have hired somebody to do a service for them. And that service might have been to take your life. Okay. And they feel backstabbed and betrayed because they were unable to take your life, either with magic, using themselves, or sending someone toward you to catfish you. Okay. And tell me about courage. What is courage? Okay. So somebody could be a Taurus, or somebody could have gotten divorced from somebody with the Hierophant reverse. Okay. I have the Emperor here. Somebody that was not thinking right about something. About somebody that was trying to get away with doing something unfair. Okay. For a Queen of Pentacles, this could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and an Empress in the reverse, Libra energy. Okay, got it. So it's not courage in the upright. This is actually courage in the reverse. There's somebody that saw and knew that somebody was doing an injustice to you, and they were sent to catfish you so that they could steal your inheritance and divide it up amongst air sign, a Taurus. Your inheritance was going to be divided amongst a Taurus, an air sign, and whoever else I pulled here. I think a Libra, a Taurus, and it was another sign I pulled. But I think there are other people involved, okay? And this person didn't have the courage to tell you what they were doing, and bring you justice, or whatever the case may be, because they're greedy and they were not thinking right about something with the Four of Swords reverse. This is someone that doesn't know how to balance their dark and light energy, whoever this fire sign is. Yeah. And now they're grieving and sad because they had an opportunity to tell you the truth about what these people were plotting on you to do. They could have come to you and you would have probably financially rewarded them. You understand? If somebody comes to you and tell you, hey, look, I got to be honest, because this is not sitting right with me. It's just, I know I agreed to do this to you, but I did, like a hitman, like you can imagine a professional hitman. I know I signed a contract and I agreed to take you out and do this, that, and the other. But it's just not sitting right with me, my conscience, whatever my belief system is. It's something spiritual going on here, and it's not the right thing to do. And what these people are doing to you is not fair. I'm sorry for the part that I played in this, but I hope you can respect the fact that I am turning it around right now. You know, I'm not going to continue with this. Your family or your community, they sent me to help steal your inheritance, blah, 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 and to take you out. But I don't feel right in my spirit taking somebody like you out. Child, you'd have probably gave them something, right? You'd have probably gave him some money, right? So whoever this person is, they didn't have the courage, to turn it around, make another decision, be fair to you. They wanted to carry this thing all the way out to the very end. And now they're sad because it's over with. Okay. Now, tell me about who's this Korean? Who's this Korean here, please and thank you? Who is a Korean? Somebody's complete wish fulfillment is to end a conflict now. Okay. Because they're not going to work with whoever this karmic man or woman is. What were they working with this karmic man or woman to do? What was this Korean working? Oh, they were working with that. Okay, they were working with. I feel like this could be a masculine and his karmic. Okay, it could be a man and a woman here, and they were working with this Korean. What part did this Korean play in it with the masculine and the karmic? Okay, they couldn't balance the situation because you were aware. It was too hard for them to do. They couldn't plan something. What were they trying to? They couldn't backstab and betray you. Okay, so they were working together. Whoever this Emperor energy is, they were working together to backstab and betray you. In other words, take your life. And they were working together with the Korean. Okay, I'm wondering what career field this Korean is in that they were working together with. They could be in the FBI because I've had a popular Korean in the FBI. Unless I don't know, I picked up on somebody that might even be Korean and black, like half black and half Korean, or half white and half Korean, something like that. Somebody, daddy might be a passport bro. I don't know. Okay, tell me about this Korean, a travel agent. Oh, okay, is the Korean a travel agent? Or have something to do with travel? I want to know about this Korean. A judge? Oh. So this Korean might have something to do with a travel agent and a judge, or either they are a judge and someone might be a dancer or a stripper. I feel like whoever that Emperor energy is and the karmic might be like a stripper dancer type energy. Okay. So this Korean is connected to a travel agent and a judge if they are not one themselves. Let me just take a look at something else because there was a Korean. There was a Korean FBI agent in a couple of my readings. All right, I want to know about this Korean. A Jesuit. They're connected to a drummer, a Jesuit. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for though. Is it here? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm asking about this Korean. Not here either. What'd you do with it? Oh. Shucky ducky. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. Okay, let me take a quick minute to think. Drive slow, homie. Might meet some hoes, homie. Herbert Moore, a young woman, 18 to 35. So I don't know. This could be a Korean woman affiliated with a Jamaican, a Vietnamese in the NSA. Okay. So I don't know. This Korean might be affiliated with a judge, a travel agent, a drummer. Somebody might be Jamaican. Somebody might be a woman between the age of 18 and 35, and someone is Vietnamese that's in the NSA. Now, and then East Indian. This Korean, this Vietnamese that works at the NSA, they keep coming out. They keep coming out. They help to track people's movements and plans so that they can set them up either to be unalived or set them up to go in their home and do things to them. You understand? The NSA is like a childish, a big goofy child that, like in the first movie Fridays with Ice Cube. You remember they was all sitting around with no job and they were waiting on the square man to leave his house. And then they was going to be on lookout while somebody snuck into his house to see what he had in there. So you got all these people sitting around all day not doing nothing, watching your damn house, waiting for you to leave. And then when you finally leave to go to the store, one of the people sitting there, they go to the corner and they stand on lookout, and then they find a window in your house that's open, and they go in there, snoop around, steal stuff, and do stupid, goofy stuff. That's the NSA. That's exactly what the NSA is. The NSA is just like in the movie Fridays, literally. They do it from where they are. They're surveillancing you, and they're letting the people, the gang stalkers and squatters around you know, oh, they're about to be gone in a minute. Wait. I think they're going. I saw them Google how much are they selling grapes for, so they on their way to Kroger, because they always go to Kroger to buy their grapes. All right. So as soon as the light turns green, y'all can go ahead and hurry up and go in through the basement window. That's what the NSA does. Okay. And there's a Vietnamese person again at the NSA that's been coming out in my readings that gives people's personal information, their plans, hacks phones. You don't have no privacy. So anything else about this Korean energy? Someone might be Somalian. This could be an ex of somebody's, a squatter, and your light triggers a tarot card reader that's insecure. So I don't know. It could be a tarot card reader that could have been sleeping with or dating this Korean, is what I'm hearing. A tarot card reader that's insecure might have been sleeping with this Korean. All right. Clarify this emoji with the sad face. What's going on? Something's going to happen. Oh, is that why the sad face came out? Yeah, somebody that is aware about what someone tried to get away with. Okay, somebody is aware about what someone tried to get away with. Okay. Someone is aware that someone's aware that someone tried to get away with something, and that you're not stuck, and that they accepted an offer to help. Okay, so something really sad might happen to somebody that feels guilty about the fact that you know and you are aware of their participation in what they did. And they might not be able to handle the guilt from it. So something might unfold in their life. Clarify, this will unfold in the next 4 to 6 months. What's going to unfold in the next 4 to 6 months, please and thank you. What's going to unfold? Okay, somebody might still like be in the same energy with a karmic because they might drown in their emotions. Wow. So somebody that helped these people orchestrate something against you, they're going to go into denial. That's what I'm getting. This could be someone that you love, that loves you, that helped these people to try to get away with murking you, taking you out. This person might go into denial, like heavy into denial, almost to the point where they might lose their mind, and they might go even deeper and further into whatever lifestyle they're in with a karmic that they were working together with, because they're drowning in their emotions and they don't know how to process them. So it could be someone that you love. Maybe it's a family member or just someone that you truly love and care about, that might know that you know, or when you find out about what this person helped them set you up for, they know that you know. And the fact that they know you know they helped to try to set you up to be unalive, they're not going to be able to handle that guilt. They're going to go into a deep depression and be overwhelmed by guilt and emotions. And they're going to stay in the same energy out of their ego, connected to the karmic that brought them into it. Okay. And this is what they're going to do in the next 4 to 6 months. And then what's going to happen? The 5 of Pentacles, they're going to eventually go broke. Okay. They're going to lose everything. Yeah, because they're going to do something destructive. So this person, whoever this person is, they're going to get into a even more destructive lifestyle, sadly. I hope this isn't someone's child, or niece or nephew. But whoever the person is, they feel so guilty, they're going to go into denial and they're just gonna stick to the karmics that convince them to take part in this, and they're gonna play tough. Whoever this person is, they're gonna play tough guy or tough girl, and they're gonna go extra hard to stay being karmic and connected to the karmic people that they were running with. It feels like a younger person, and they're going to lose everything. They're going to be in some extra destructive energy, and they're going to be doing that as a distraction from dealing with the pain, shame, and guilt from knowing they backstabbed and betrayed you. And what's going to happen? Yeah, they're in depression, denial, sadness, and they can't cope because they're not going to be able to sleep with knowing they tried to set you up to be killed. And the fact that you know they set you up to be killed. So this is somebody you might be related to or something that's not going to be able to handle the pressure. So they're going to get in some very destructive, pray for them. Whoever it is, just pray for them, because they're going to get into very destructive energy to distract themselves from the guilt and the shame they feel from knowing that you know what they did. Because now the world card, the cycle's over. And what's going to manifest in a few years down the road? Clarify. Somebody I heard is going to fall or have an ego death. What's going to manifest in a few years down the road? Somebody is trying to avoid a tower by creating an illusion about a death. Someone's trying to avoid a tower, okay? Because they took part in trying to help people create an illusion that might have been trying to cause you a death. Okay. And they're going to try to avoid. Okay. So again, that's what I literally just described to you. Okay. That's what they're coming out in these cards. What I just described to you is what's coming out in these cards. They're going to try to avoid the tower is their own guilt and shame of having to face you, knowing that you know what they participated in. Okay. So they might even end up homeless because they were unable to move this operation forward. This is somebody that you're related to. I'm telling you, I'm picking up on someone that you love, that loves you, that made a bad decision. It feels like a younger person, like a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like a younger person that has not learned their lessons yet, that made a bad decision, that might have been brainwashed, but at the end of the day, they still made a decision to go against you, and because they thought it would work and they would come out rich and on top, and it didn't. And now they know it wasn't justified, and they know you're a pure spirit and a pure heart, and they can't face what they did. So whoever I'm picking up on, I feel like they're going to stay in some very destructive energy, even if they don't have to avoid facing what they did to you, backstabbing and betraying you. And in a couple of years down the road, they're going to end up homeless. I hope they don't end up on drugs and alcohol. See, everybody sometimes thinks that some of the people that end up on drugs and alcohol and they end up homeless, a lot of times people think it's because they were abused as a child, sexually, verbally, physically, all three. Psychologically, they had to run away from home. They came from foster care, group home. They were in an abusive situation. Somebody that has a drug addiction or problem, alcohol addiction. No, some people actually end up homeless because they did something that they're so embarrassed and ashamed of that they never could face it psychologically. And the only thing they could do is run away and never come back. Like in that movie with Tupac back in the day, where they committed some kind of crime. Some of y'all remember the movie I'm talking about. They committed a crime, and there was a drunk on the street that was unkept, that been out there forever. And he became a witness to the crime they committed, the shooting, because he sobered up and he healed and he got back on his feet and re-entered society, and they cleaned him up. And it turned out that he was actually a doctor. He was a doctor that either killed somebody while he was drinking and driving, or something happened with a patient, and he could not psychologically handle it. So he started drinking and he couldn't face anybody. So he decided to live on the street and let his whole life go. Everybody that ends up homeless on the street on drugs and alcohol, it's not for the same reason. Some people, they can't deal with something that happened psychologically and they can't face people. They can't face their parents because they did something to hurt their parents. They can't face their friends because they were drinking and driving when they were warned not to, and they hurt somebody's child and they can't deal with it. They did something accidentally, but they're just so ashamed and embarrassed. Their own child died because of their negligence, no car seat. You understand? So that's what's going to happen to whoever this person is I'm picking up on. In a few years down the road, being in denial and becoming more reckless, they're going to end up homeless and on the street because you know what they participated in doing against you, and they know that you know, and they're ashamed to face you because they know what a pure spirit you are. Let me put this Korean energy away. Okay, why is nerve guard? Why is and I feel like the tear is out here because this is someone you care about and it's going to make you cry. Okay, whoever this person is, I believe you love them, and I feel like it might make you cry and it might hurt you. Okay, so it must be somebody that you care about a lot that backstabbed and betrayed you. Tell me about this nerve gas. The Four of Wands. All right, so somebody came up around your home. They might have, they monitor how you move in your home, and they don't do certain things until they get confirmation from that Vietnamese at the NSA that you're laying in your bed, because they know how you move in your home, literally. Like every morning when I came out, if I tried to go have my coffee in my backyard, they would send the guys they were paying up around me to throw spell work at me. They would send them on the other side of the wall to the empty house that they're still building, and they would stand on the other side of that wall and start throwing spell work at me. So I'd take my coffee and go sit in the front of my house, and then they would let them know she's headed to the front of the house, and then they would quickly run out and run to the front of the house because they can't see me, but they are able to use all kinds of devices to track you in your home, cameras, your phone. They can track you with your phone. They can look straight through your walls by detecting your heat. You know, they have even police officers have this technology now, okay? But there's a Vietnamese person at the NSA, along with many others, that literally, this is what they use the NSA to do, that track every position that you're at in your home. And they waited, whoever you are, most likely for you to be in your bed, comfortable, halfway asleep, because they know it would take you time to get up and run outside. You might have noticed the smell of cigarette smoke seeping into your home, wherever you're at. That cigarette smoke was to like a screen. It had something to do with this nerve gas. If you saw a video in California, there was an Asian man that released some kind of gas on a couple that had a baby. And what he did was he took something very small and he put it, but they had a Ring door camera. He put something that releases gas right next to their door, and the gas seeped under their door into their home. And I don't know if he was trying to kill their baby or do an experiment to see what would happen, but it was caught on camera. And I think he might have escaped back to China or wherever he came from. Y'all know how they do. They are in agreement with these people running experiments on us and doing this goofy stuff. Let me catch somebody red-handed. I promise you my foot will go all the way in their ass. Ain't nobody escaping no damn China. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. I'm going to drag your ass into my house, into my gate, and I'm going to beat your ass. I promise you. And then I'm going to dump ammonia all over your ass. You want to play chemical warfare? Oh, I'm all about the chemical warfare. I got bleach, ammonia, all up under my seat, and that Gorilla Spray glue. Oh, I'll throw ammonia, bleach on you, and then I'm going to spray your eyes with Gorilla Glue. How about that? You want to play? You want to play chemical warfare? Nerve gas. clarify. So somebody up around your home, again, tried to, oh, wow, the Knight of Cups reverse. Clarify the Knight of Cups reverse, the Star, and Aquarius. So this might be for a water sign. This could be for a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio I'm talking to right now. They're telling me to tell this to someone that has a prominent Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placement in your chart. There's an Aquarius that did something up around wherever you're sleeping at right now, and they released some nerve gas on you. That's what they want me to tell you. Okay? An Aquarius did that to you. And then they were doing some spell work behind the nerve gas that they released on you. Okay? Yeah, because these people, they are irrational. They don't know how to regulate their emotions, and they're drowning in their emotions about a crime they committed that you must know something about, and they're worried about you saying something about a crime they committed. So again, this is a message for specifically someone with a heavy Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placement in your chart. And Aquarius had nerve gas released up around wherever you're sleeping at. And then they did spell work behind it. I need you to know that. Okay? Yeah. What's the King of Swords? Somebody might have, okay, this was a Libra in their ego, working with an Aquarius to be strategic about doing something. Because the King of Wands that was doing spell work couldn't stand their ground. So they cheated. This is, okay, I got it. So this is very familiar because this is what they do. And I've talked about this before. When these people, listen up, when these people are doing spell work, these witches and warlocks that come from living under the ground, Us, in the movie Us with Lupita, when they come from under the ground with their stupid ass plan, you know, that they've been plotting and planning for years to unleash on y'all that live above ground. And then they realize it was a dumbass plan and they would never defeat you. And no matter how many years they practiced doing magic and how much practice they had and how many people they got on their team, you could still squash them like a bug. When they start losing, that's when they start to cheat. And that's when they start cheating and breaking all the rules. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who I'm talking to. Okay. I know I'm a joker, the spiritual joker, but whoever I'm talking to, you have Cancer. You have a very prominent Cancer placement, Pisces or Scorpio placement in your chart. And whoever this King of Wands is that was doing magic, because his magic was not strong enough and he couldn't stand his ground, they decided to cheat and help him. So that Libra and Aquarius cheated and used nerve gas on you. I hope you're getting this message. And this is what they want me to tell you. Listen, whoever I'm talking to right now, this is what they want me to tell you. Listen to me. If they use nerve gas on you, okay, if while they're doing spell work, they use nerve gas on you, you listen very carefully. Get you some baking soda, bicarbonate soda. What is it? Bicarbonate. Bicarbonate is 100% alkaline. Okay, it's 100% alkaline. You get you some baking soda, okay, and what you do is wash. Take a quick shower, okay, preferably with that African soap or some kind of really deep cleansing soap. Rinse off, dry yourself off, and then take that bicarbonate, which is baking soda, pure alkaline, and dump it all over your back, because your back is like the majority of your nervous system, okay? And rub that powder all up and down your back. Rub it on your arms and rub it on your legs. I'm telling you this from experience, okay? And I know that what I'm doing and everything I've been through is to help other people, because everything that some of us have experienced, is to prepare some of you all that have yet to go through it, because we don't know what's coming. And there are things that y'all are going to need to know how to do to protect yourself and to remedy certain things in chemical warfare. This is just the beginning, y'all. Listen to me. Y'all make sure y'all have bicarbonate, baking soda, and make sure you have pink Himalayan salt. And I'm not talking about a little bit of pink Himalayan salt that you put on a saucer under your bed. If you can get a lot of it, get a lot of it. You know, you can block magic with pink Himalayan salt too, any kind of salt, but specifically pink Himalayan salt or black Himalayan salt. If you put it in the gallon size Glad bags, like a pillow, it can instantly block a crown chakra attack. I mean, you can anoint yourself, you can speak against it, you can cleanse your energy, you can play a binaural beat, you can do your own thing and return it back to sender. But if you want to instantly, and I mean instantly, cancel it out, if you have pink Himalayan salt, okay, in one of those gallon-sized bags of Glad bags, and you just keep it permanently like a mini pillow, and just put it right on top of your head, it immediately cancels it out instantly cancels it out. And if somebody uses nerve gas on you, I'm gonna say this again. If someone, because they used nerve gas on me several times when I was in Georgia and when I got out here, okay? If they use nerve gas on you, get bicarbonate of soda, which is baking soda, okay? Get you some pure baking soda. It's 100% alkaline. Wash up with a very good cleansing soap. Dry your body off, okay? And then pour that baking soda all over while you're in the shower. Pour a lot of it all over your back and all over your arms, around your heart, up and down your legs and arms, and even over your head and back and neck if you don't have no hair, if you're a man or whatever the case may be. Put it all over your body, run it all over your skin. Listen to me and trust me when I tell you. Run that baking soda all over your skin. Just run it like it's water, but it's a powder. Run it especially on your back where your nerves are more exposed, where your spine is. Rub it on there for about 5 minutes. Just keep rubbing your back and rubbing your legs and your arms with it, okay? And then when you rinse it off, instantly, anything that nerve gas did to you, it will be canceled out and you'll feel like a brand new person, like you had a spiritual bath. The calm, the smoothness, whatever you were feeling before with your nerves, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good immediately. You're going to feel like you can bounce. Okay. I feel like someone needs to hear that, because sometimes you might think the spell work they throwing at you, you're like, what kind of spell work is this? What is this? It's not spell work at all. They were using spell work and it wasn't strong enough. And because they lack integrity and they're a spoil sport and they're rotten, when their spell work doesn't work, they go to using nerve gas and energy weapons on you. Okay? When their spell work don't work, they go to using nerve gas and energy weapons. So if you're like, what the hell is going on? It might be nerve gas. It's not just spell work alone. Okay? So I hope everybody got that. And I hope the right person got that too. Again, you might have a heavy Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placement somewhere in your chart. There's an Aquarius and a Libra that work with somebody to have them release nerve gas on you wherever you're sleeping at. So get you some baking soda and rub it on your body and you'll see what I mean. Or have it ready in case they try that again. Okay? Tell me who, and you were being attacked by a King of Wands, a young man between the age of 18 and 35. Someone that somebody was entertaining company with. Okay. So this might be someone you were introduced to or you met. Someone might be Muslim. Okay, these are friends. Okay, somebody might be Muslim. Somebody made friends with someone on your child's mom's side of the family. Are you listening to me? Someone is a Muslim. Someone is a friend on your child's mom's side of the family. they've been entertaining company with them. Okay. And someone is a young man between 18 and 35. They couldn't win fair and square. Someone is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They couldn't win against you fair and square, so they started using nerve gas. Yeah, the government is behind it, doing this to you. Okay. A black man. Anything else about that King of Wands that tried to set you up? Why is Mark Zuckerberg here? A government official, a black woman, someone's Filipino. Anything else about that King of Wands energy? Holy Spirit. Someone is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone is Indonesian. Anything else about that King of Wands? Something about Herbert Moore here. That's my great-grandfather. This is your husband or wife. Someone is in the CIA or the child of someone in the CIA. Someone is someone's uncle. Okay. Someone is someone's daughter. Okay. These people are all friends. Oh, someone's name might be Denson. Somebody's name might be Denson. These people are all friends and they've been hanging out together. Someone from Mexico. All these people are in the government. They're all friends. An Eritrean is here. A white man is here. And someone is from Australia. These are neighbors. Okay. This might be that Truman Show energy. Child, these demons, they really do stay demoning. These demons, they really do be demoning. They do be demon. They really, really are zombies. You can't convince me of nothing else. They really are. They really are zombies. Yeah, they're zombies. Clarify the Truman Show. Somebody is aware. Okay, good. Well, whoever you are, I wanted to make sure you had the remedy for the nerve gas. Okay? Whoever you are, I just wanted to make sure that you know the remedy for the nerve gas. All right? Because they nerve gassed me. Tell me about this Truman Show energy. And listen, collective, we don't know how they're going to move in the future. You see, I posted a video where they were talking about, they were like, if all the immigrants are going out the country, who's going to farm, right? But the thing about it is, and they were like, why don't the blacks do it in the video? But that's not why I posted that video. Because that's not what it's going to be. What it's going to be is anybody that has more children or family than they can provide for food and shelter without government assistance, anybody, any race, what they're going to do is you're going to end up on the farm because they're going to make sure that you can't get any other job working anywhere else. They're not going to ask you to. They're just going to make it available for you and limit your options. Okay. This is how we move into the Hunger Games. You understand? And the Handmaid's Tale type energy. When you're innocent, the person that you give the power to feed you also has the power to starve you. That's why you got to be really, really careful right now about having children and families and whatnot. Make sure that if you have kids, men and women, and a family, that y'all have an alternative way of feeding yourself and doing things for yourself outside of the government. You can't allow and expect the government to figure your life out for you. Even if you were born into that system, your life is your responsibility. You understand? You can't sit and expect the government to figure your life out for you. You have to think for yourself. Because if you totally rely on the government like they're your mommy and your daddy and you wait for them to figure everything out for you, they will figure it out for you and you're not going to like their solution. Because right now we're moving into a new world order. And I promise you, anybody that cannot financially support their children with the high price of food and shelter, you're in North America, you get winter. You're going to have to do whatever you got to do. And if they block you from all jobs and they're like, no, you don't have to work on a farm for peanuts for $300 a month. You don't have to do that. But if you don't find any alternative and no job out there and you got those 5 kids over there, I'm just letting you know, we have housing over there, new slave quarters. We have housing over there. We provide you with a stable meal you'll be able to eat, like free lunch and free breakfast type energy. Okay. We'll make sure that you eat, and we'll make sure you have food and shelter and your children, but you're going to have to work on this farm. You understand? And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to force you. They can't. But you will be forced if you have to feed your kids and you don't have any jobs available you can work. And the government only will provide you food and shelter if you work on a farm. Because the question is, who is going to replace the migrants and work for $300 a month picking potatoes? You understand? Oh, yeah, they're going to do it. And it's not just for Black people. No, they're going to do it to any race, anybody that is in it's going to like go back to the way slavery was before it became chattel slavery. It's going to be a classism type thing. And again, if you're in a position where you're completely reliant on the government for food and housing for your children, they'll just cut off assistance and jobs and make it only available if you agree to work on a farm. That's it. Clarify the Truman Show. What is going on with this Truman Show energy? Somebody feels defeated right now. Clarify the Moon. Somebody that might have been trying to keep something hidden because they weren't thinking right about something, and they couldn't fool you and create an illusion about something. They're not even friends with whoever they got started with in the Truman Show. Okay, so somebody was a part of your Truman Show, wherever you are, okay? And they know that you're aware. Somebody knows that you're aware. Okay, I feel like this is somebody that you really love and care about that is going to become destructive and reckless and try to ruin their life out of guilt and shame. And they're going to end up homeless, okay? Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the read. I'm serious, y'all. Be prepared. Be prepared for chemical warfare. I'm serious. And the only way that I've learned how to handle different situations is because I was put in every single one of these situations with the energy weapons, and I had to know what the remedy was, you know, for different things. I had to know what to do when I'm hit in the head with a laser. I have to know what to do when they hit me with nerve gas. I had to know what to do when they, it was something else they were doing to me. The nerve gas, the energy weapon, the vibration, the sound wave technology. You know, I had to get a big speaker, and then I had to cancel out and neutralize the vibrations being sent to me with my large speaker by playing a certain type of frequency to cancel out the frequency they were sending toward me. So I had to become a scientist, okay? I literally had to become a scientist to figure this stuff out, okay? The solution for the nerve gas, though, y'all listen to me if you're targeted. Get you baking soda, biocarbonate of soda, and keep it in your house. The big bag from Home Depot. Get you a lot of baking soda, okay? All right, what is the energy crowning this read? Oh, confirmation, okay. All right. My guides are confirming and telling me to tell you all that the reason certain things happen to some of us that are in the public eye first, or in a position where our voice is heard, is so that we can know how to handle it and what to do, and we can pass the information on to other people that have yet to experience this. So somewhere down the line, this is coming towards some of you all, and you want to know what to immediately do to deal with it. You might end up having to rub baking soda on your children. You don't know what these people have planned. You might end up having to rub baking soda on your children's skin to soothe them, but it worked for me. Oh yes, thank you. What's your name? Kit Pearson 5703. Yeah, I'm telling you, because I'm like, God, why do I have to? I feel like I'm a guinea pig, and I'm like, really? Like the reading I did the other day when I was like, come on, man. God, the beneficent, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't an easier way for women to have kids. We really got to go through all this and be normal literally for 1 week out of a month. And I mean, really, you're the almighty all seeing, all knowing. You couldn't come up with an easier way, like sticking a key in when we're ready to get pregnant and have a baby, and something simpler. You understand? We had to really go through all this to be a teacher or to give information. I mean, you could completely make us immune to these things if you wanted to, and let us still teach. No, in actuality, which is distilled water and lemon juice. I'm coming at you with razor blades and lemon juice, love. Wait a minute. On an empty stomach in the morning helps also. Oh, okay. What does that help with, love? Let me tell you. I'm not telling you what to do, but I have my turpentine. Okay? I have my turpentine for parasites. Okay? And when I don't take it all the time, every once in a while. When I take a teaspoonful of turpentine by itself with a drop of sugar to attract and draw in the parasites, by itself in the morning after fasting overnight, I can literally feel whatever's in my body, all of it like swimming and moving as fast as it can, full speed ahead, trying to get away. And then when they do spiritual attacks against me, it's different. It's like it's cut down 80%. Okay? So some of the spiritual attacks could have to do with parasites inside of your body that might amplify it too. When I was doing a turpentine cleanse, I'm not telling you to, I'm just telling you what I do. When I was doing a turpentine cleanse, I know when I finished doing that turpentine cleanse, it cut down my spiritual attacks, the effect of it, about 80%. After I did my turpentine cleanse, the spiritual attacks they were trying to do, I couldn't feel it the same. It like cut it down 80%, and then gradually the effect wore off little by little by little. But I know I'm keeping and holding on to my turpentine. I'm holding on to a lot of baking soda. I'm holding on to my sea salt and a couple of other things. But I do know also that everything has a divine purpose. And I know everything that's happening to me is so that I can learn the remedy for it and I can pass it along to you all, because it won't be long before it comes down the pipe to everybody. That's why we have to keep this community going. That's why we got to keep this community going and talks amongst each other, because I have a feeling things are going to get a lot worse. You made me buy that. I did it too. What, the baking soda? Oh, okay, I've got baking soda too. I got baking soda. See, he was prophetic. That was God speaking through that brother, Charlie. That was God. Y'all didn't even know what. Like Lil John, what? Y'all did not even know. That was God. That was God speaking through that brother. Baking soda is not for making crack. God was speaking through that brother. Baking soda. He was like, baking soda. I got baking soda. I used to hate that. But that was God. That was the God in that brother. Yeah, Tiff. That was God in that brother. That was warning y'all years ago. Get baking soda, sis. Baking soda. All right, what is the energy crown Miss Reed, Holy Divine Spirit? All right, what is the energy, Holy Divine Spirit, crowning Miss Reed? Give me 2 cards for the energy, crowning Miss Reed. Let's go ahead and jump in. There's a King of Wands that was attacking somebody. Okay. So for somebody, you were in a spiritual battle with somebody. This could be a male between 18 and 35. Okay. And you might have experienced something that seemed kind of weird and thought it was just the magic, but it wasn't. It was nerve gas. Okay. So get some baking soda my brother or sis or whoever I'm talking to, for somebody, you are a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. But you were, and this person has been, the reason that they knew to use nerve gas on you is because they got in contact with someone on your child's mom's side of the family, an Aquarius and a Libra. Okay. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're going to know that. Okay. What is the obstacle right now? Yeah, they were trying to be strategic because they were losing. This card right here is the Knight of Swords in reverse, which talks about a quick strategic move, but this was lacked all integrity. It's a sore loser. Because this King of Wands couldn't beat you, somebody on your child's mom's side of the family that don't like you, and an Aquarius and a Libra, hooked him up with nerve gas, possibly from someone in the military that they're in connection with. Okay. I have the Queen of Cups reverse here. Yeah, that's because these people don't know how to regulate their emotions. But also, I have Bess coming out here. You might have an ancestor protecting you, whoever you are. Bess is something that in ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt, they drew as a symbol on dishes, on objects in the home. And what it represents is like a protector and security. So I have a feeling that the obstacle is you. Maybe you're protected. Maybe you have ancestral protection. Tell me what happened in the recent past. Okay. What's this? Noon or nut? Someone is a Virgo here. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. And then I have a page of Pentacles here. In the recent past, I don't know, somebody might have been very depressed and alone, maybe about work or a new start or something like that, because somebody got unstuck. Empress in the reverse. Okay. Give me two more cards about this Hermit in the reverse. Okay. They were having a tower, yeah, because of an illusion they tried to cause. So someone could be a Virgo, but they were having a tower about some kind of an illusion that they tried to cause. Okay. And they wanted to balance their situation out. Okay. So they were trying to find out what direction to go in. Okay. So maybe they're upset with somebody. There's a Virgo here involved. Okay. A younger earth sign, possibly. Okay. Give me two more cards and tell me about this King of Wands that cheated and used nerve gas. Because maybe someone might be a masculine in this reading I'm talking to, because I feel like there's a masculine that might have been in it with a King of Wands spiritual battle or something like that that's been attacking you, and they got help. Oh, that is such a coward move, nerve gas. That's such a coward move. Only demons that came from underground, like in the movie Us, would do something like that when they've been planning for years, practicing their magic and doing all that, and they see they getting defeated. Of course they're going to cheat. Of course they're going to cheat. They're cowards. Give me two more cards for this King of Wands energy. This came out sideways, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what they were working on, trying to find a direction to go in. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, their skills weren't enough. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. They didn't get what they were expecting, or they were not expecting whoever you are. Okay. Whoever I'm talking to, the Eight of Pentacles coming out sideways here is talking about skillful. This person got a big ego and they thought that they were skillful enough to take whoever you are on, and their ego got crushed because it wasn't whatever they went through with you. It wasn't what they were expecting. So the Eight of Pentacles came out sideways because their skill level, water can only rise to its level, I believe is the saying. Maybe somebody is like the big fish, but in a small pond. Okay. They might be they might be the hero only because they're used to the people that are in their small pond. Okay, so they were puffed up and they got something that they was not expecting, and they felt like they were losing because they couldn't backstab and betray you. Oh my God, you are a water sign. Okay, I have the page scribe of Ankh. That's a page of cups. Okay, I don't know if you connected. They made a spiritual offer and they couldn't backstab and betray you, so they cheated. Okay, that's what they want me to tell you. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're like a big fish in a small pond. Okay, but if you put them put them in the ocean with some other fish, they are ordinary. They might even be underskilled. Okay, they were not expecting whatever you did to them or they got from you when they attacked you, and they couldn't backstab and betray you when they made this spiritual offer against you. And that's when your enemies helped them and aided them with some nerve gas. Okay, because they felt like they were stuck in a cycle with a knight energy, a knight of pentacles. And with the 9 of swords here, they went in a mental imprisonment. There is a earth sign here that's in a mental imprisonment, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And they just don't want to let something go. Okay? There's an earth sign in a mental imprisonment that just does not want to let something go. Oh my. Okay, now I'm going to clarify and tell me more about the whole situation as a whole. Someone either has been defeated or they feel defeated because of the sun. So maybe something went in your favor. Maybe things worked out for you. I really hope they did. Okay, give me a minute. Now we're going to start clarifying these cards. Let me pull back some. Okay, this is better. Holy Spirit, please tell me a little bit more about this King of Wands energy. Can y'all see these cards? Tell me more about the King of Wands, please and thank you. Yeah, they got stuck in a cycle. Yeah, they got stuck in a cycle. Okay, they were working together with a fire sign, could be a prostitute or someone very sexually promiscuous, and an Aquarius. And they got stuck in a cycle. Okay, they were not getting there with fulfillment. There might be an Aries involved too. So these people got stuck in a cycle. They were not getting there with fulfillment. And they could have been trying to curse you, or this might be about a lie that someone is trying to cover up that might be connected to some inheritance. They were making spiritual offers, but they were stuck in a cycle because somebody kept on moving forward. So because somebody kept moving forward and their spell work was not effective enough to stop you from moving forward, they cheated and used nerve gas. Okay. Tell me about this best protection energy. What is that about? Clarify best. Okay, there. The Temperance in reverse. Someone, wow, somebody, you might have an angel. You might have spiritual protection of some kind of an angel with this Temperance Sagittarius energy. Okay, clarify Temperance coming out here. It's coming out in reverse, but let me see. I feel like you might have spiritual protection. Somebody might have been waiting and expecting something, but the Two of Cups reverse. What's the Two of Cups reverse? The World card. Something's over. Somebody was expecting something, and they had protection. Oh, so it caused an imbalance. Okay. The Hangman. Something could have been suspended. Clarify that Hangman energy. What is the Hangman? Yeah, somebody. Okay. Somebody might have had something that was able to stop the nerve gas. That's what I'm getting. The Ace of Cups usually will talk about energy weapons for me. Okay, this is how they tell me about energy weapons if it doesn't come out in my clarification cards. But I think it's talking about the nerve. I feel like this is talking about the nerve gas. something came to a standstill. Something might have slowed down or stopped the nerve gas, or caused an imbalance to it. Someone could be a Pisces, the King of Cups, or somebody could be a father figure. Okay, somebody. Why is the King of Cups reversed here? Because the Queen of Cups reverse is here too. Clarify this King of Cups reverse. This person is in love with you. Overly logical thinker. Earth angel. Someone is strong-willed and powerful. Okay. You might have a hidden helper that has very poor boundaries. This could be on the spiritual realm or on the physical realm. Yeah, you might have some kind of protection. Yeah. Whoever you are, you have some kind of protection. Financially responsible, full of joy. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody, sound mind. Okay. So you have some protection. Whoever you are, you have some kind of protection. Someone really loves you. They really, really love you. And they've been taking action to protect you. Okay. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody might have poor boundaries with friends, family, and others. But someone loves and really is protective over somebody. And they were protecting somebody. So somebody might have done something to protect somebody. Oh, wow. Okay. Tell me more about the Hermit in the reverse. Oh, goodness. Came right out. Okay, this is who is taking action. The Virgo. Yeah, this Virgo. Explain more about this Page of Pentacles. Are they in a... So this Virgo might not be doing too well financially. Yeah, they feel defeated because they're having a Tower. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody might have bribed a Leo fire sign. Okay. Somebody might have bribed somebody with a large amount of money to create an illusion of some kind to get them to take action. So a Leo might have given a Virgo some money to spiritually take action, to do something to a Cancer, the Chariot. Okay. Oh, but they were already aware and they might have isolated themselves. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. So there's a Leo and a Virgo that were both working together, possibly against someone that has Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Yeah. Somebody might have reversed a decision about something because something was a bad investment. Something was a bad idea to invest their time or energy into. Okay. That could be in the past. Tell me more about this Tower. Someone didn't get what they were expecting with an illusion. Tell me more. Tell me more about with the pyramid, that Tower. The Empress. Okay. Someone was trying to create an illusion for an Empress, but they were unable to get away with it. They didn't get what they were expecting. Okay. And these are the people that started using energy weapons on you. I'm sorry, nerve gas on you. These were people that cheated. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles right here. Yeah, but the secret came out, what they were working on. Okay. And you were still moving forward. Okay. So they couldn't keep it hidden, or they were very emotional. This could be someone that was very emotional because you were still moving forward. Okay. So I feel like you were still moving forward, no matter what they did to you or what they used on you. And this person, Earth sign, became overly emotional because they couldn't backstab and betray you. Okay. So they started using chemical warfare. They felt defeated because what is the Sun? Clarify that Sun right now. Something could be getting illuminated, or someone could be a Leo. I have the Hermit, Virgo energy, or a Hermit. Someone might not see something, or a Virgo might not see something. Sun, Moon, or Rising. because you're still moving forward. They didn't get what they wanted. They're very dissatisfied. These people are very dissatisfied right now in real time because you're still independent. You're still standing on your own 2 feet, the Nine of Pentacles. And these people, they don't take accountability. They don't know how to balance their higher self, lower self, dark, light. These are people that lack accountability. They know how to do mental gymnastics to scapegoat accountability. They don't think right about something. Okay? All right, let's get to these other cards. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, Holy Spirit, what are the messages? Please and thank you. The NSA, pop right out there. On the split of the deck. Can y'all read? All right, it's an apology, of course. Yeah, people always want to apologize because they got caught or didn't get away with whatever they was doing. Somebody might want to apologize to whoever you are. I don't know. This could be somebody that works at the NSA. I don't know. Ooh, head itch. I can't make it up. Does mental gymnastics to scapegoat accountability. So somebody does mental gymnastics to scapegoat accountability. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages? Please and thank you. Where? They want me to talk about a location. This is their op. Okay. Where in someone's op? A wedding? Something about, good Lord, Ogun? Okay. Somebody is a member of something here. There's an element of colorism that exists. Be careful, they have a history of sexual abuse. Something about a phone, laptop, and a marriage. Child, who you getting married to, Ogun? Is somebody getting married to, Ogun? I have leisure, fun, recreation, vacation. Child. I'm feeling some energy, like someone might be wanting to set somebody up. I don't know. You might embody the energy of Ajay Olokun, and this is actually very psychic energy. It's Pisces. It's Pisces energy. It's like the color is blue and gold. You embody the energy. You bring great abundance and rewards, but only to those that deserve it. It's like Pisces energy. It embodies divine feminine energy. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody might be about to get married. The person about to get married might embody Ajay Holokun energy. And you might be about to get married to someone that might embody the energy of like Ogun. That's what I'm picking up on. Let's see. We're going to see. So interesting. I know that's what it is already. I can already, I know what's about to happen in these cards. Let's talk about this where. My thumb touched Iceland, but I don't know. Let me see. What do y'all want me? They want me to identify a location somewhere. I have the DMV in China and something Asian. I have Arizona here. Someone might be Somalian. The devil is a liar. Oh. Canada. Johannesburg. So I don't know what's going on in South Africa right now. All right. None of my business. I can't speak on it. I don't know. I got enough going on where I'm at. All right. What is this place you want me to identify? All right. C is coming out here. Canada. Okay. All right. Was there any other locations y'all want me to? Okay. Something about a governor of Virginia. Yeah, I think the governor of Virginia already did what he did. Y'all heard about that in the news. The governor of Virginia, right? Y'all heard about what happened in the news with the governor of Virginia that took the life of his wife. I'm not sure if it was the kids too. I have Hawaii, Canada, something at SunTrust Bank, from a Caribbean island. Someone might be from a Caribbean island. France, okay, and California. All right, and then I have Virginia here. So something having to do with the governor of Virginia. We'll see. Colorado is here too. So literally, both Colorado and Arizona. I thought I saw Arizona. Okay, well, Colorado might be one of these places too. Okay. All right, why are these states out here? Clarify California. Why is California out here? Someone's letting something go. Someone could be a Scorpio, someone arriving, or something's coming to a complete end now. Okay. Yeah, something that someone was trying to keep something a secret. Okay. Yeah, there could be an older person here that was trying to keep something hidden and a secret, and something's over. They're letting something go. It could be about a house. Okay. The Five of Pentacles reverse. Somebody might have to move out of this house. They feel powerless now because I heard they have nowhere to go. Like they're going to have to travel or go somewhere. Okay. They tried to get away with stealing something with a crime. They tried to get away with some kind of crime here doing magic. But they're going to have to let this go. So I don't know. Somebody might have inheritance in California in the form of a house. And someone was trying to use spell work to get away with a crime. But now they're going to have to let it go because they couldn't keep it hidden or a secret. Okay. This person could be in California or the house could be in California. Okay. Why is France here? Clarify France. Yeah, they thought if they orchestrated and practiced and prepared long enough, like we talked about yesterday with the movie Us, that they pull it off perfectly. But it turned into a natural disaster because these are people that are a natural disaster. These are people that are idiots. I don't know what else to say. They're idiots. Whatever they saw happening in their mind, it was nothing like, it didn't play out anything like how they played it out in their goofy little minds when they were coming up with this plan. They're idiots. Why is France here? Seven of Pentacles. What? Somebody might have been watching somebody or watching something. A Capricorn. So I don't know. There could be a Capricorn that has a connection to France. Remember this Capricorn that was the head of a cult that couldn't get away with something here. They might be in France. Okay. They might be watching this from France. So there is a Capricorn energy that might be watching something from France that they could not get away with. What else? The Four of Wands reversed. Okay, so this might have something to do with the theft of a house. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, someone's inheritance money. I feel like this has something to do with someone's inheritance. And there's a Capricorn that might have, someone might have solicited a whole cult to help them steal something from you using magic. You understand? I feel like somebody like purchased the services of a cult that was supposed to use magic, gang stalking, and isolation to help someone in your family or someone you're connected to steal. It might not even just be a house. You might have a whole bunch of inheritance, but somebody wanted to steal everything from you. So they thought if they used magic, they could get away with it. And I feel like they forged a relationship with the Capricorn that might be the head of some kind of a cult. They might have hired them to help them pull this off using magic. And now it's coming to an end and they didn't get away with it. So this Capricorn is watching everything play out from France, maybe, because everybody's under judgment. So maybe this Capricorn left the country and they're hiding in France because right now everybody's under judgment that did these things to you. Okay, so there's a Capricorn hiding in France. The Capricorn is hiding in France, y'all. If anybody is watching in the FBI that's on this case, the Capricorn, they hiding in France. Let me stop. They know. They know, child. They already know. Child, they probably helped them. They probably gave them a private jet there. So the Capricorn is hiding in France. Somebody got a house and maybe some other stuff in California. Okay. Why is the governor of Virginia here? Is this the one that unalived his wife and himself? Clarify the governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia been coming out for a minute now, y'all. Who's this not? Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody didn't want to let something go. Okay. There was an imbalance to someone was trying to cause or create an imbalance to someone they were trying to steal from. Yeah, and they didn't want to let it go. They wanted to keep trying. Okay. And it's a Knight energy that wanted to keep trying. They might have a relationship with the government, or they may have had a relationship with the governor of Virginia. What's the High Priestess? The Nine of Pentacles High Priestess? Are you an Earth sign High Priestess? Yeah, they were trying to orchestrate something, but they couldn't get you stuck or in a mental imprisonment. Yeah, you're a High Priestess. Yeah, somebody was trying to working together with the governor of Virginia. It might be the one that took himself out, but somebody might have been working together with the governor of Virginia, and they didn't want to let go of what they were trying to do to you. You're a High Priestess, a Nine of Pentacles. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn High Priestess, or any other sign. You could just be single and financially independent. But you are a High Priestess, and they were working together with the governor of Virginia to orchestrate something, and they didn't want to let something go, and they kept trying, but it's over now. Somebody's also from a Caribbean island that was a part of this orchestration. They could be a Gemini, or they have separated from a King of Cups. Okay. Right now, so there's something going on right now with somebody from a Caribbean island. They might be communicating about something, about a Leo. Okay, because they're really sad and disappointed. Okay, so they're communicating about something. They might be having drinks and celebrating. Okay, so they might, I don't know, someone is coming together to either discuss a Leo or with a Leo. Someone is from a Caribbean island, and they're coming together to toast and have drinks, something like that, but not to celebrate. It's like something's over. And it had something to do with trying to get away with stealing someone's inheritance. And they couldn't pull it off or get away with it. So they're having drinks somewhere right now with the Seven of Swords reversed. They were trying to get away with causing some kind of imbalance to somebody. Why is SunTrust Bank out here? You want me to tell us a mother figure? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio or something might feel defeated about something, or there could be a younger person defeated. They don't know what direction to go because they're stuck in a cycle about something. What's in SunTrust Bank? Why is SunTrust Bank out here? Clarify, why is SunTrust Bank out here? A Virgo. Okay, so there's a younger person that might be an earth sign. They might be a Virgo. They can't move to calmer waters right now, and it has something to do with some money in SunTrust Bank. They might be under judgment for something they might have tried to pull off and get away with, and they couldn't because something's about to get balanced out. Okay, I'll say that again. There is a younger person. This person is a Virgo. It has something to do with some money in SunTrust Bank. They were trying to get away with pulling something off, but they couldn't get away with it. They got stuck in a cycle doing the same thing over and over again. It didn't work out for them, and because of that, now they're sitting in depression because they can't get somebody's money out of SunTrust Bank, or they're having an issue with SunTrust Bank. Okay, all right. Why is Canada here? Something's getting balanced out in Canada. What's getting balanced out in Canada? Okay, so this might be something from the past or something someone's already connected to. This is something that already exists. It was a bad idea to invest in doing something. It didn't turn out the way they thought it would, and now the world card, something's over. So someone either that's Canadian or from Canada or in Canada, something is getting balanced out for someone, and somebody is kicking somebody out their energy. Yeah, somebody might be isolating themselves from a person. Okay, a Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, High Priestess in reverse, and an Earth sign. So I don't know if there were some people in a house in Canada meeting up for something to do something. Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, they couldn't get a judgment reverse, and they're not working together anymore right now. Something's over with a Libra. Yeah, the Empress reverse is clarifying the Justice card reverse, because this is someone that doesn't know how to regulate their emotions with the King of Cups reverse. They're a liar. They're very extremely emotionally manipulative, overbearing. Yeah. Okay. So something's over with a bad investment, and something's getting balanced out for you, and it has something to do with Canada. Okay. Why is Hawaii here? Tell me about Hawaii. Someone that took a risk to do something. Oh man, they're not doing well right now. They might not have slept in a couple of nights. Somebody tried to take action to do something, and now the Five of Pentacles, now they've gotten themselves separated from somebody. A Virgo or Hermit, the Devil reverse. Yeah, someone kicked them out of their energy. So this might be that same Virgo that's having an issue with SunTrust Bank right now, that got themselves, I feel like this is a younger person that's a Virgo that worked with a group that was trying to get away with something. And now they can't access whatever's in SunTrust Bank. They can't get away with whatever they were trying to get away with doing. And somebody in Hawaii, probably that's a part of a cult, has kicked this Virgo out their energy. So they feel like the Devil reverse, they feel like doors are being closed in every direction they turn in, because they couldn't, something's happening very quickly. The Devil reverse with this Virgo. They're getting blocked, blackballed. Somebody, and they didn't want to let something go they were trying to do, which was a bad investment for their time, energy, and effort. Whatever they invested in doing, they got bad karma for it right now. They could have worked with a younger fire sign, another younger person. Yeah. Yep. Because someone communicated to them that it's over. So now they're blocked out of Hawaii, whoever this Virgo is, or whatever's in Hawaii, or whoever's in Hawaii, they're blocked out. Okay. Tell me about this phone, laptop. Tell me about this phone, laptop. Someone could be a Taurus. Okay, or this could have something to do with a government agency, the NSA. Okay, I feel like the NSA is being clarified with the Hierophant reversed here. and it's something about your phone and something about your phone and or laptop. What's the obstacle right now with this phone or laptop? Okay. Somebody could feel weak or powerless. Right now, this could be an older, distorted man or woman in some karmic, chaotic energy. This could be a man or woman, could be fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person, they feel powerless. Maybe they're being blocked from your phone and laptop now by the NSA because something's over. Okay, so when they were seeking to carry out whatever crime they were trying to carry out to steal this inheritance from you and do whatever they were trying to do to you, they were granted access to all of the government resources that go to people that are a part of their cults and secret societies. But now that everything is over, and they were not able to accomplish catfishing you or putting you in jail, mental institution, they were not able to unalive you, energy harvest, destiny. So whatever these people were trying to carry out with you, that was the reason that they were given exclusive access to your phone and laptop to track your every move. But because they were unable to accomplish their goal, now whoever this emperor in reverse is, their access is getting denied from being able to track your phone or laptop any longer. Yeah, and they might be losing emotional control. Like a drug, like cocaine or methamphetamines or any drug that's addictive. The only thing that's addictive is the pattern, that's the neural pattern created in your brain by that drug. Okay. And the chemicals that are released. And it's the same thing when you play a video game or when you're addicted to computers or social media. At the same time, every day, you look at something or you do drugs or whatever, and it causes a dopamine hit, and then certain chemicals are released in your brain that gives you a sense of normalcy. This is your day-to-day normal, okay? Or you just have a pattern in your brain from something that you do all the time, okay? This person had some kind of pattern and they got used to being able to watch you, view you, and keep up with you on your phone and laptop. Most likely, they're going to go into withdrawal because they're not going to be able to view you and see you anymore. And they were so used, maybe for years now, being able to tap into your phone, laptop, or any kind of technological device or camera to look at you anytime they wanted to. They're not going to be able to do that anymore because the mission is over. It was a fail, okay? This person is going to lose their mind and go into withdrawal, okay? When you have patterns that you do every single day, it creates neural patterns in your brain, and you get used to certain chemicals in your brain being released at certain times. That's why sometimes people get on medication when they're seeing a therapist or they go through a bad breakup and separate from a narcissist or somebody. Because when you're it's a physical aspect, a real physical aspect when you're in a relationship with someone that you feel you're in love with for a very long amount of time. You have literally a neural pattern that surrounds that person and your interactions with them. The times when you all have affectionate touch between each other, the times when you communicate with each other, a morning text, evening text message or something. So, if you do this for a prolonged amount of time and you break up with somebody, the reason you're having a hard time with it is because that neural pattern that you're used to has been suddenly broken and your body goes into withdrawal. Narcissists understand this. You understand? That's why they want to create a pattern in your brain. They want to create some kind of pattern with you that they keep all the time on a regular basis of communication, of the way they touch you, of the affection they give you. So that once that pattern is formed, once that neurological pattern is formed in your brain and those chemicals are used to secreting at certain times, then they suddenly ghost you and you go into withdrawal in order to give them the effect that they're looking for. You understand? This person, the Emperor in reverse, they're not going to be able to watch you anymore and they might go into withdrawal. Yep. because the secret is out. The devil reversed. They can't get away with something. They were working together with a Virgo to get away with something, but they can't create an illusion to cause you an imbalance by telling lies and then bringing conflict to wherever you are. So I'm getting this is someone that was harassing you in your community. Element of gang stalking is giving handler. Okay, this handler in your community, feet on the ground, they had access to monitoring you and surveillancing you through the NSA so that they could orchestrate things against you all day and all night. But this partnership is over, or someone could be a Gemini, the lovers reverse. Someone could be a Scorpio too. Yet something has come to an end, a complete end. What's this? Wedding and marriage? Tell me about this wedding and marriage. Okay. Someone is not in an equal give and take, maybe with a Leo, or someone could be powerful. Somebody missed an opportunity. Okay. Someone missed an opportunity with a Leo. Okay. And that's justice. That's something coming back into balance. Okay. So something's coming back into balance that is fair and supposed to be. Okay, it's the scales being balanced by justice herself. And someone has been being very strategic in the upright with the Knight of Swords. And someone's been intentional and strategic about how they've been going about trying to balance the scales to make something right and fair. Okay, and someone feels defeated about that. Somebody that didn't want to let something go can't defend the action that they took. So I feel like somebody might have been trying to steal someone's partner, like a divine partnership with somebody. Like, no, let it just be me instead. I can act like them. I can pretend to be the divine feminine. Byron. Somebody was like, I could be the divine feminine. Yeah, and now whoever this Leo is, she's sitting like this. I'm going to go find somebody to dig this up. Let me go find somebody to dig this up and get drunk off of. God damn it. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today what a divine feminine is and what a divine feminine ain't. Yeah, whoever this Leo is. No, Dad. She don't need to learn that. Holy Spirit, someone feels defeated. Yeah, because her spell work backfired. Witch. Somebody's a witch. Okay. All right. Okay. So somebody might be getting married to a water sign. Okay. And it's not a Leo. Somebody is not working with someone anymore. Okay. Someone is pulling back. Okay. I have the lovers here. Someone might be a Gemini, have Gemini in their chart, or this might be a partnership. Someone released a Capricorn too. Okay. Someone might have released a Capricorn, or a Capricorn might be watching something. They might be having an ego death about an Ace of Pentacles. This might have something to do with a large lump sum of money. Okay. Because the World card, something's over. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, water sign. I don't know who you get married to, but congratulations to you. Who's this old womb energy, Holy Spirit? What I'm hearing is whoever this person is that's getting married, the reason this element of colorism is out here is there were some people that were against you and this person pairing or partnering up, even though you and this person are a perfect match and are compatible, and it has nothing to do with your skin color. It has something to do with your spiritual ranking. It has something to do with your growth and development, your shadow work. It has something to do with a position that you have to play in this lifetime. You understand? It's a role you have to play in this life that has to do with spirituality. That's to be taken very seriously because you've trained for many lifetimes for what it is that you have to do. But it just so happens that due to environment, due to societal structures, due to racism, due to unfairness, gross unfairness on the planet, it has created, all kind of different prejudices in different cultures and races. Willie Lynch syndrome, I know in my race, in other races, all kind of caste systems, East Indian and all other, whatever the case may be. Okay, there have been a lot of injustices, and not to take anything away from that at all whatsoever. But you happen to be the complexion of something that was very controversial due to a lot of injustice that happened. Okay, and that's part of the reason why so many people were against this marriage. But what the ancestors are telling me is there was a lesson to actually be learned here. And it was not about the color or complexion of your skin, whoever you are, light, dark, whatever, it don't matter. It wasn't about that. The lesson, it could have even been like, don't put where I'm at, but I know y'all are going to know what I'm talking about. There's a country in Africa, where there were two different tribes that were fighting each other, and they narrowed it down and I know the whole history, and I know you all do too, and I'm not going to break it all the way down, but it didn't come down to skin color for them. It came down to the shape of your nose, whether you had a hook nose or whether you had a flat nose. And this is what the ancestors wanted me to talk about. Okay, because this does have to do with elevation spiritually. Okay, and what they said is the lesson was learning, regardless of whatever your past pains are, no matter how bad they are or how wrong the thing that was done was, the lesson had to do with learning not to project onto an innocent person just because they look like what caused your pain. Okay, they look like somebody that you were done injustice by, or something was orchestrated where there was a huge amount of unfairness due to something. But an innocent person, you're not allowed to project onto them. You have to self-reflect and get to the bottom of whatever the issue at hand is in order to heal and to spiritually grow and do your shadow work. They wanted me to say it was never about the skin color, okay? It was about learning how to self-reflect instead of project. They happen to use skin color as the lesson, okay, for some of these people. But they could have easily used the shape of your nose, okay? They could have easily used height. They could have easily used tribalism. It didn't have to be skin color. It could have been anything that people use to divide with, okay? It could have been anything. And you all know the history. In Rwanda, where you had the Hutus and the Tutsis, and the genocide that took place, and it's such a painful thing, I know, for them in their history. I feel uncomfortable even talking about it. I know it's a hurtful thing because it wasn't that long ago. It was very recent, okay? And it's a lot of people that, are still healing from that. But literally, it was people were waging war, and they were determining, oh, you got a hook nose, you got a flat nose, hook nose, flat nose. You understand? So your ancestors did this intentionally for somebody, and they used color and complexion and the complexity of it because they know it's a sensitive thing, because it was so much pain that came with the oppression as a result of the division and unfairness with colorism, to see if people could learn the hard lesson of not projecting but reflecting onto someone that's innocent. Because if it wasn't colorism, how do you apply that same healing in other areas of your life? I like, say someone was sexually abused in their childhood and somebody else was not sexually abused, and you feel like the only reason they got ahead in life is because they didn't have to go through what you went through. So now you hate them and you're jealous of them and you think it's unfair. So you see somebody that didn't go through what you went through, and instead of working to do the healing work of the trauma that someone else imposed on you, you're going to get into witchcraft and try to destroy the life of someone that's successful. And you feel the reason they're successful is because they didn't go through the emotional damage and they had the protection of their family, and they were taken care of and provided for and protected better than you were. So because they didn't go through an emotional upheaval and have the same problems as you, because they were protected from the abuse you went through, you don't think it's fair, and you feel like they had an unfair advantage in life. So now you feel like you have a right to discriminate against them and to do things against them. We're not talking about color. Now we're just talking about different types of abuse and projecting onto somebody else unfairness. You understand? In other words, I'm mad that you didn't go through what I went through, so I'm going to project onto you. I don't even know you from anywhere, but I know you didn't go through the trauma I went through, and you have a good life because of it. And that's why you made the decisions you make and got a leg up in life. So I'm going to attack you, and I'm going to ruin your life, and I'm going to hurt and harm you because of it, because I was sexually abused as a child. And that's the unfairness. That's the lesson the ancestors is trying to teach somebody. The ancestors, the lesson the ancestors was trying to teach somebody was, just because they use color as a lesson, that it had nothing to do with that. You could use the shape of a nose, you could use experiences, you could use culture, you could use what tribe somebody is from, you could use anything. But the lesson was to learn to develop empathy and compassion enough not to project onto an innocent person your pain, but to instead self reflect and not want others to go through whatever pain you went through, and do the healing work that you have to do by going within. That's what the actual lesson is, okay? In this situation, and I don't know the complexion of the people involved, I don't know what it is, but the reason an element of colorism exists card came out here was for me to give that message really quick. The lesson is not to project, but to develop enough love in your heart, empathy and compassion to self-reflect instead of projecting and hurting an innocent person. Going inside and get to the true nature of what's really hurting you, regardless of what it is in life. Okay? Whatever the nature of it is. Never mind color. Never mind that. It could be something else completely different. But whatever the nature is of the thing that is hurting you, you have to learn not to project onto innocent people, but to self-reflect and get to the true source of what's hurting you and figure that out and work on it and work through it. Because that's how you spiritually grow, develop, and ascend. By opening your heart chakra, by allowing love into your heart. And that's the lesson, okay? Why is this Ogun energy out here? Someone might have been defeated by Ogun. Somebody's not going to get a new start. The Fool card reverse. I have the 10 of Wands reverse, okay? Somebody, Ogun brought a burden. Okay, so somebody was embodying Ogun energy, and they might have brought a burden to somebody. Yeah. And they changed their mind about this Ace of Pentacles. And now the World card is over. All right. So whoever you get married to, they might embody the energy of Ogun. And Ogun brought a very heavy burden to somebody. Okay? Ogun brought a very heavy burden to somebody, and they couldn't handle it. And it's over. Yeah. This person is still carrying the burden of whatever they were trying to get away with doing. And now you are about to have everything go in your favor, whoever you are, the Sun and the World card. Okay? The Sun and the World card. The lesson is over. The cycle is over of your hardship, And now the sun comes out. And with the sun is going to bring the birth and growth of a whole lot of new things. We are in spring. In spring, everything pops to life, everything is born. Okay? Give me a final message. We're going to close this up. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message, please, and thank you. Yeah, they want me to say again, you can't ascend spiritually without love in your heart. That's what they want me to say to somebody. You cannot spiritually grow and ascend and bypass love. It's impossible. It's impossible to spiritually elevate and to get to a higher spiritual ranking if you bypass your heart chakra. It'll never happen. There's no way in the world for anybody, any man or woman on earth, to bypass the heart chakra and develop a high spiritual ranking. Each one of us has our own different tests that are presented for us to pass that could be connected to a painful memory. And only in passing that test and opening our heart to love by embodying empathy and compassion do we pass our tests and become enlightened and get our spiritual ranking and grow spiritually. Okay. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit, please and thank you. Yes, gotta respect. Gotta respect the power of love. Or Donny Hathaway. I love them love songs, child. Donny Hathaway, love, love, love. You remember that? That's one of my favorites is Donny Hathaway, love, love, love. Love, love, love. You know, that's where Stevie Wonder got it from. That's where he got, his little style from, Donny Hathaway. and don't forget Luther, the power of Luther. Back in the day, we didn't call him Luther, we called him Lufa with an F and a TH. Girl, it's Lufa. Lufa, turn out the radio. I got a Lufa tape. Yes, respect the power of love. Donny Hathaway, love, love, love. Luther Vandross, the power of love. Yeah, of course they would. Yeah, anybody with those type of messages, absolutely not. They successfully were able to lower the collective vibrational frequency of most of the people by controlling the mass media of music. Final message. And yeah, we know Stevie. Oh yeah, we know Stevie. Stevie Wonder said, love the need of love today. I talked about that. That's bad. Love's in need of love. If love don't even got no love, you in trouble. You up the creek. Stevie Wonder said, love is in need of love. So what you gonna do? Final message. Yeah. Wow. Somebody is very emotional right now. They're having a huge tower. Like their brains are blowing. Whoever this King of Pentacles is. I feel like they're still being stubborn though. They're still standing. They're very emotional about what they were trying to organize or orchestrate. Yeah, somebody might be getting cut off. Oh, they're blocking something and cutting something off. Whatever they were trying to get away with. And they're very sad about that. Okay. The King of Swords, the Four of Wands. Yeah, somebody is being blocked from being able to carry out whatever they were doing. And they're very emotional about it because the World card, something's completely over. Praise God. Guys, I'm Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. All right, I'll be back. Y'all have a good, happy Tuesday.